So something that I think is fun is to look at Bible contradictions. There are a lot of supposed Bible contradictions out there. A lot of people claiming that there are problems with the Bible, and I like to look at these claims and dissect them and see if they really hold up to scrutiny. Most of the time, these objections are pretty easy to refute with some quick Bible study. I think it's important for Christians to be able to give an answer to these objections. Usually, people start to have problems when they misread the Bible, or they misunderstand the Bible, or the history or the culture of the Bible. And here's one contradiction from the website atheists.org. And they have a list of, I think they're just the major contradictions or the common Bible contradictions that they list. One of these is a little bit more in-depth, so I think it's fun. Starts in Leviticus 18:21, where it says, "And you shall not let any of your descendants pass through the fire to Molech, nor shall you profane the name of your God. I am the Lord." And the next passage is Judges 11:30 through 31. And Jephthah made a vow to the Lord and said, "If you will indeed deliver the people of Ammon into my hands, then it will be that whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me, and when I return in peace from the people of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up as a burnt offering." Basically, what's going on in this passage is that the judge over Israel, Jephthah, really wants to defeat the Ammonites. So he makes a vow to God. His vow is that when he arrives home from a successful battle with the Ammonites, whatever comes out of his doors, he will sacrifice as a burnt offering. So they're saying that the contradiction occurs where God commands to not sacrifice to Molech in Leviticus, but here in Judges, God is supposedly okay with it. But I think that's a pretty weak argument. First, you might notice upon reading this passage that there's no reference to Molech, which is one of the false gods of the Canaanites. What's happening in Judges 11 is not a sacrifice to Molech, but an unnecessary vow to sacrifice whoever he sees come out of his house first. The point in Judges with Jephthah is that he was an imperfect, foolish man who made a vow to God that God did not condone or command him to do. Before he even vowed, he had victory, as verse 29 says. Then the Spirit of the Lord came to Jephthah, and he passed through Gilead and Manasseh, and passed through Mizpah of Gilead. And from Mizpah of Gilead he advanced toward the people of Ammon. God was already with Jephthah and was securing him victory despite the fact that Jephthah foolishly made a vow to God and trapped himself with his own words. The website claims that the terms were acceptable to God, but this isn't in the text. There's nothing that God said to condone this or agree with what Jephthah did. If anything, a plain reading of the text shows that Jephthah did this to himself, and he believed that he had to vow to gain this victory, and he believed that he had to follow through with the vow, even if that meant that his daughter would be sacrificed. I think it's clear that there's no contradiction between these two passages, and I believe it's also clear that the claims against God's character, such as him agreeing with the sacrifice, these claims have no validity. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, though. If you have any contradictions that you'd like me to address, I'd love to address them. Just list them down in the comments. If you're watching this and you're not a Christian, let me know if this is a good explanation. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.